So let's get into this review. Raw kicks off with Gunther hyping up Saturday night's main event. Then Finn Balor comes out, of course, with Carlito, JD McDonough, and Dirty Dom. After a brief verbal exchange, Gunther said Finn Balor was figuratively and literally not on his level. He said he only takes shortcuts. In baseball, he only played shortstop. His favorite dessert is strawberry shortcake. I have a lot more jokes about his height, but I'm just going to keep it short. So the Judgment Day tries to jump Gunther, and then Damian Priest came out, and it became a brawl free-for-all. But unfortunately, like most battles against the Judgment Day, both Gunther and Priest were outnumbered, and Finn Balor stood tall. Well, not literally, because, he's short. And then we go backstage with Adam Pearce informing Finn Balor that the World Heavyweight Championship will be contested in a threesome. I mean triple threat match. That's what I... Threesome? What the frick? And on top of that, Finn Balor and JD will have to defend the World Tag Team Championships next week against the War Raiders. And Liv Morgan seemed to be very happy about that. Next, it was an 8-man tag team match with the Wyatt Six versus the Final Testament. Cut to the end of the match, Paul Ellering made his return by throwing cocaine in Uncle Howdy's face. And then Cross hit the final prayer for the win. Then they had a CM Punk interview where essentially Punk was asked, what is the favor that he is going to ask Paul Heyman for? And of course, Punk said, it's a personal thing between me and Paul. Time will tell what the favor is. Then, of course, Punk was asked about Seth Rollins, and essentially he said everything Seth has accomplished, Punk did it, and he also said he did it better. But Punk also said that Seth was entitled. That his whole career he always felt like he was owed something. And he was one of the top 10 people that were going to get fired, but he shielded him from that fate. And then he pulled out a plate of muffins. No, I'm joking. That's not what happened. But essentially, that's what the interview was about. Now I'm going to go into a deep dive in the match between Dakota Kai and Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan won. Next, we go to a Drew McIntyre talking video. He mentioned how Hell in a Cell was the most brutal match he's ever competed in. And he decided to listen to the doctor's orders for once, and he returned home to his native land of Scotland. Then during his time away, he questioned if everyone was right about him. And then he turned on Survivor Series. He mentioned that Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, and CM Punk stood by a man who has oppressed them for years. Well, the others, not CM Punk, in Roman Reigns. So that's why he targeted Sami Zayn. He said at least CM Punk took a bribe, but the others had no obligation to help Roman. So Drew McIntyre promised to change the future. Next, Seth Rollins comes out. And of course, he had his outfit, shedding fur that he stole from Rosita Sesame Street on his arms. Seth admitted that Punk was once a hero of his, and that Punk helped him get to WWE. But the reason he hated him so much was because Punk slept with his girlfriend. I'm just playing, that's not what he said. Rollins said when CM Punk first left WWE in 2014, Rollins tried to call him, but Punk didn't answer. And Rollins basically said, what did CM Punk do during his time away from WWE? He bashed the company, tried to tear it down in every way, shape, form, or fashion, and that Punk failed at everything else, and he only came back for the money. And of course, he said he burned every bridge that he had to cross. So Sami Zayn interrupts Seth Rollins. And Seth said, if you're out here to defend CM Punk, we're going to fight again right here, right now. But Sami apologized to Seth, considering the fact that Sami thought that he attacked Jey Uso. Seth questioned, why did Sami think that? Well, why did he think that so immediately? Sami claimed that Seth sounded like he was out of his mind and that he sounded eerily way too similar to Drew McIntyre. But then Sami promised to stay out of Seth Rollins' way during his fight against CM Punk. But he also asked Seth, are we good? And the fans, it sounded like they chanted hug it out in the process. But Seth says, we're good. He's going to handle CM Punk, and he wants Sammy to focus on Drew McIntyre. So Sammy revealed he went and saw Adam Pearce, and Adam Pearce made it official. At Saturday night's main event, it will be Drew McIntyre versus Sami Zayn. Then, while Sammy was making his way to the back, Drew attacked him from the back. Pause. Then it was a triple threat match. Lyra Valkyria versus Ivy Nile versus Zelina Vega to see who would advance in the Women's Intercontinental Championship Tournament. And I'm so happy to say, Lyra Valkyria picked up the win. And the crowd was with her, too. Whoa! Da-da-da! Whoa! Da-da-da! Whoa! So then, the moment I've been waiting for, the New Day came out. Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston. Xavier steals the camera after they stopped talking to Kathy Kelly, saying she couldn't be an unbiased reporter. They come out, the crowd booed so loud. I'm talking, I would have closed my eyes thinking Dirty Dom was out there. They were so angry. They were chanting, "We want Big E," you know, all that type of stuff, right? Like, "We want E, we want E." And anytime they picked up the microphone, crowd booed them. The only words they could get out, Kofi said, "We could have done way worse than Big E, but we didn't." And the crowd didn't want to hear none of that. And then we even heard a little nostalgia. They were chanting, "New Day sucks. New Day sucks. New Day sucks." It brought me back to the old days, man. So at that point, Xavier Woods and Kofi threw the mics down and they left, and the crowd cheered very loudly. Then the main event, Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Rodriguez in an anything goes match. Basically, this was just a fight, as it should have been, and then Liv Morgan came out on Raquel's behalf. Then Io Sky helped make the save, and Rhea Ripley was able to put Raquel Rodriguez through a table with her Riptide finishing move. And Rhea Ripley picked up the win. And now we're on the road to Saturday night's main event. And sorry, I couldn't do live reactions. A lot's going on in my life right now, and WWE also does keep blocking my videos. So, your boy getting a little frustrated. A lot's happening to me at once, and hopefully this video made you laugh just a little bit, because I could use all the joy I can get right now. But don't worry, everything will be all right. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.